you are being asked to become more. That may be that uncomfortable feeling that you're having right now. We're all energy, and so is our world. And as things shift, we feel that emotionally, mentally, sometimes physically, because we're all energy. And at this particular time in our lives and in this world, um, you're being asked to become more, meaning that embodying more of your authentic self. And that's a journey that we each take. It's our self-actualization, ascension. It's however you might think of it, but it's might be especially challenging at this time because this is a big time that we're moving through, and that's what Wilhelm had given me yesterday. Someone was asking me how you know, how I got here, how I did this. And I have to be honest, I've hidden from myself, as we all do, because we don't know who we're going to become. And so sometimes being um, private or hiding things, we think that's going to keep us safe, and it never does. It just keeps us stuck, and that's what goes on. And so I went to my computer and I started looking at the Wilhelm messages that I received for so long, but I went back to 2008, and that's a cycle that we're moving through now. And in that cycle, that particular message that I put up today was saying, you know, if you're feeling really comfortable, you may not be doing the thing that you came here to do. And sometimes when you feel really uncomfortable, that means that you're being willing to go outside of your comfort zone and own who you are. And that's going to be different for each person. We never know what that's going to be. And then last night, I'm like, you might have felt this. I'm I'm just in this place where I couldn't understand um, what I was feeling in myself, what I was witnessing in the world, and then I, like late at night, I looked at the Wilhelm message that was coming up for the next day, and it said self-mastery is at hand, and it was a complete connection showing how we evolve in ourselves with individually and also collectively. And we come to do something different. I couldn't have known I was going to do this, that I was going to bring in Wilhelm, but now it's very clear that my life was meant to bring in Wilhelm's work. It wasn't me, it was bringing in this work because we're moving through this huge change, and this work can help anyone come to reach that next level of who they're supposed to become. If we don't hide out, if we don't hold back. And sometimes it's challenging because you don't want to be judged, you don't want to be different, you don't, all of that. And I did that for the longest times. So I understand it. But we're also at a different time in our world where the energies that are shifting are mean that you have to embody more of who you are. And that also means abundance. Abundance means that you have ex- know that your worth is so valuable in this world now. It's what we're seeing, witnessing in the world is exactly what Wilhelm talked about. And they used to tell me all the time, they told me, you must raise your rates. I didn't understand. And it's a collective consciousness that we're moving through. And we can feel that there's this split, but that split is also within us because all have generational trauma. We have things that we come into the world with, and it doesn't allow us to move to that next level of who we could become. But then I saw all the messages. It was a trajectory that they had given me, and it is showing the process every day that we move through to reach that next step. And then someone asked me, well, what was the process in Wilhelm's work and why does it do that? It's because it changes you every day. That's how I wrote it. And I looked at that, and it was shocking to see how much was there. I actually did a little video because I'm like looking at this and going, it was shocking to see how much was there. And if I didn't look at it, then I couldn't own it. And the value and the worth of that could not be felt by me or expressed to others as well. And that would be the same for you. When you don't look at what you've created or embody what's within you to bring to the world, then um, we suffer in that way. And I've done that because I kept going in different directions. And that's what the other message was saying as well. When we go in different directions now, other than what we feel, that intuitive place, what we know we're meant to do, and sometimes it'll show up late. I mean, I'm 74, and I and I'm saying, okay, now I know I'm just going to finish this work because that's what my life was meant to do. And there were so many other things I was getting distracted by trying to do that I'm not supposed to be doing. And it was funny, someone said today, my posting on social media, because that's not my thing, and said, well, if you did this, that, and the other, go, well, yeah, I'm not supposed to be doing that anyway, because I'm supposed to be finishing things. That's what I have. That's what I have. I brought this work to help us up level our consciousness individually and collectively. That's what this work was about. And I had to look at that and say, okay, that's what I'm going to do now. And then I saw something else. We have so many things with new technology and these things where you can write a book real quickly and all of that very easily now. I can't do that with Wilhelm. This I can't do it. I can't use it because the work is so specific. It's about this connection to God, to all that is, however you think of it, it's that connection. And so it can't be just something made up. It was really about the evolution of our world and the evolution of each person. That's what it is. So I just had to give you that today. And please, I did a Substack article. I'll put a link in here. But also, I'm going to do a presentation on the 27th. You can come to that. I'd love because I'm going to explain so much more because I want you to know. Um, you're not lost. You're still going to where you're supposed to be. It's a process. We all do something different. Mine was just to do this process, and it was a long journey. But that means you don't have to, and that's why that article says you no longer need struggle or suffer. Because that's what we're supposed to do for others. That's what we're supposed to do for future generations is bring in new awareness and information so they don't have to move through that. And that happens when we stop suffering ourselves by not owning and accepting who we are. And so that's what I'm going to do. And that's what I want you to do. So please check out the links in the video. You can come to the presentation. You can view the program, all of that stuff. But you are here to do something wonderful and it's within you. And self-mastery is when you accept that and start doing it. All right. See you guys soon.